هذا الاسلوب ما يصير.
أبو محمد
ما يجوز.
نعم أبو محمد
قدم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of God,
يبدو
it seems like because of the backgrounds that we all know about, it has become
المعروضة أمامكم
that
برزان عندما يتكلم
this companion of mine, Barzan, whenever he speaks, he creates an atmosphere just as we just witnessed, and this is not in the interest of the court. It's not in the interest of those that you call defendants, and it's not in the interest for the truth and history. So we believe that the patience of the judge and the court should be bigger than the patience of the defendant, because in the end the court is going to deliver the sentence, the judge and the whole judging court. But the defendant has the obligation to defend himself, and this defense, of course, the judge is an experienced person in age and in life and in knowledge of the law, and I think we all agree that the judge should listen to the defendant and try to reach the truth with what the defendant says, what the prosecution says, what witnesses say, and all these outbursts and clashes that happen from time to time are of no interest to anybody. Secondly, I have to come back to say that the prosecution draws conclusions after each document they present, and this in terms of law and procedures, this is not accepted. Not even insinuation is accepted. Conclusions and drawing conclusions from part of the prosecution is totally unacceptable. For example, just the last case of this phenomenon, he read two documents that he said that were signed by Mr. Abdullah and his son, regardless of whether these are phony documents or genuine. So in conclusion, this is exactly just informing, like any detective work or any normal citizen under the law. When they witness a crime and they see and they hear things, they report it. They report what they saw. And this is not a ground for incriminating them. It doesn't justify jailing them for over 3 years only because they reported something they witnessed. The prosecution says that these two reports led to the execution of this list of people, and as if saying this, he disregarded any other possible any relationship between the investigation, the court, and the sentence. And he says this the Revolutionary Tribunal is using a report that is said to be written by Abdullah and executed the incriminated. And I believe, Your Honor, that you will not accept this kind of commands, and I'm not defending myself. I'm talking about all the Iraqis, and I worry about all of you, because in the face of the world, I'm talking about your experience as a nation, the one who won in the 1988 is all of Iraq, is the Iraqi nation, Arabs and Kurds and all religions and all ethnic groups. And the same thing, the experience and that Iraq has built, and all these institutions, one of them is this one. And yes, I don't want to be very long. Yeah, I have been your president for 35 years, and I am still. And let's not go into these considerations right now, but all this is concluded with the saying that these people who have been executed because of the reports that these two people have written. The court will take into consideration all these points. Yes, I said that the court will probably not take into consideration this kind of observations and won't take into consideration what Saddam Hussein says or what Barzan says. But now, what we're talking now, we are talking in front of the public opinion, and the public opinion and the nation is hurt. And you know it, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you live here, you live in Baghdad, and you live. So this is exactly like throwing oil on top of a burning Iraq, one way or the other. Whereas the interest is that the nation should be united, just one hand, regardless of ethnicity, religion, sects, interpretations, all united against invasion. And other than that, interpretations can be agree, can disagree. So please, these are my observations, and thank you very much.